All right. I was for Kwame A-Plus akofasa mamba wakwatena GHOne television akotutu bia mane kane mampani dada Nana Akufo-Addo ene na aban twam no. Aha aye cipherstudiosglobal. Da bia se ye no udu ha. Mo we so be hit the subscribe button. Se da be na anytime we ma update wa bia also obenya bia hwe. Na ye ko nse bunu no. Kwame Asara Obey currently on a member of parliament for Gomwa Central cannot to you ene on ho be sha amanyo sema owo mrahye bebia finish parliament e hye mradema Gomwa Central fu nyina na pani kwatena ye se wa me he show bi so GHOne television e na o kire mu a Akufo-Addo MPP aban twam omo apply common sense o mama mu 8 years na omo buye omo apply common sense na se wa bi za ne se enti na akasa na o kire mu adenti na omo mpani mu na se aban ebetena se we collapse banks na afi no wasan coming back abe spending millions of cedis a consolidating bank no so mean say go jam mo pretty e kra na if akwam so titi ska o ka o de na okay far better than to come back and spend huge amount of money so be consolidate sa banks o chirima the one reason ti o ka say MPP aban twam no o apply common sense no wamanansi ho a owie no sai jump call taxes bia na dan kwa introduce ba e to Ghana for so e na o chim say Akufo-Addo she Ghana for boss e o mpese be ko IMF one na ba mo nkoji loan bia emfa ba me yehwe wa ha say intino with the taxes e to Ghana for so o introduce tax me di ho na aban no ateteto e de abo oman ho bra e na okofa betting tax ba nti boys u ka kakra beto mana na dan kwa watin share A-Plus ade ne yaye na bufukura ne say Nado ekoye U10 after all the betting tax and introduce taxes every so no okoye U10 ba afi no mo san do IMF akoje sika omo twa betting tax no mo nti no oji ha na o say ji ha say we na Kwame A-Plus dwe ho ne say Akufo-Addo ne MPP aban twam no omo apply common sense go for ga say Nado nyambo friend as ma o kan Kwame A-Plus opani bia na say aban bia ne ho wonyansa obesa de nsem o kan do so yen se mre yen kwani nkuhwe Kwame A-Plus nsem o kwotena GHOne se wa show no so tutuma MPP aban ne Nado yen kwoti nsem woni bemra.
Me, I can end anybody's career. Me, I don't engage in crime. If you make a mistake, I'll end your career. Like simple and straight.
When you say you
like
end
the kind of things I will do, the kind of things I will do with you, if John Mahama contests for another election, he will win. And this time it is going to be massive. Why? Because people are seeing him he's running this country
just 1 year
with just 1 year.
Office?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If he should contest again today.
Okay.
Because everybody can see the common sense approach to issues. These issues are very simple.
Common sense approach.
Yes,
to
common sense
so
approach.
So the others didn't apply common sense.
A lot under the MPP, a lot of common sense was not applied. Yes.
Why do you think that's the case, or that was the case?
How can you, as a government, decide that you are going to collapse banks and spend more than the banks needed to survive, to consolidate the banks? How can a government decide? And does it make any common sense? My understanding of economics is demand and supply. That's all I know. So even me, as an illiterate when it comes to economics, very ignorant, know that you cannot collapse banks and spend more money to consolidate the banks than the banks needed to survive. And apart from that, after you collapse the banks, you came back and told the people of Ghana that after everything that that God has given us as a country, from the gold to the oil to everything, what you needed to build a country was when people had hope, like you were going to tax hope. And Akufo-Addo, hope was taxable. No wonder they were planning to yes, hope.
How was hope taxable?
The hope that Chelsea would score Manchester United. The government was waiting to take some of the wins, some of the earnings to build a country. Like, how can you tax hope? Does it make any common sense? So you're asking why I'm saying that they were not applying common sense. How can any government decide to tax hope? Like I've not won, but I'm going to enact a law that will make me tax people hoping that they're going to stake a bet and win. I will tax you. If you have all the gold in this world and you want to tax hope and belief, that I will win when I win. That is how government is going to make money. How can any government decide that when I'm going to introduce e-levy, but I'm going to tell the people that if you allow me to introduce e-levy, I won't go to IMF. I won't do this. For people like us to campaign and say, listen, when we go to how do you call it, IMF, they are going to give us some conditions that will prevent us from employing this. So if we are going to introduce e-levy and we are going to use e-levy to build our country, we don't have to go to IMF, then let's all agree and pay the e-levy. And immediately we agree, the next day you go back to IMF. And you think that the people are waiting for you. They think the people are just ignorant. So I want to, how can anybody tell me that they are applying common sense in running a country when you decide that people have given you their money as bonds, but me, I will not pay. I will give you a haircut. And in this barber shop, you don't even have the right to choose what. When you go to any barber shop, they have photos. So you point that I want this punk, I want this back bush, I want this one. In this kind of barber shop, you didn't even have the right to choose what haircut you want.
The last time Mr. Gabi Asario Chidaku was here, and he said that those were very painful decisions that had to be taken to see what we are enjoying now. So yes, the issue of the bonds, they were painful, but he says that they were very hurtful decisions that had to be taken, and those are the fruits of what we are enjoying today, which you call such a brilliant, commonsensical approach by President Mahama.
Yeah,
do you agree?
No, I disagree. I agree that they were painful. But to agree that that is what has yielded the result that we have today, I disagree. Because they themselves have stated countless times on radio and TV that the gains that we are enjoying today is short-lived. They say it's for just a brief period. Anytime they come and we talk about the CD, they say it's for a brief period. But you know that what we are enjoying is based on what you did. And so we have to say thank you to you for the painful decisions that you took that has brought us this far. And then you yourself, you tell us that it is for a brief period. So don't take credit, because you are not even you don't appreciate what is here now. If you appreciate that you have what we have is sustainable, then we can say, oh, okay, then it is coming from your painful decision that you take. But if you know that it's for a brief period, and you come and tell us that, and everywhere that I have gone, I've stated clearly what John Mahama, Dr. Tofosin, Sami Jemfi, and the rest have done in this year. Even if it is for a brief period, it will yield positive results. And I keep telling people, me, I've seen a 1-minute man who has given birth to twins. So brief periods can yield positive results.
Okay. We'll delve into politics deeper, but let's still stay around your seats and your constituency.
Na edu baby ni se wako bisa na se Kwame na uni NDC mo yongo fa say Kwame A-Plus chire mo no de onye NDC ni onye MPP ni onkita card bi e chire so NDC ni de na emumu no ono de wafato no so say eye na sade se obeboa ye President Mahama ma obia ensay na so obi ngu na dwuma ni mu ase na dwuma pop so ye no obi bi opese so de John Dramani Mahama nyuma edin semfo no so no de ohoso be ende o carry obechu kiu enti ye de enko tie Kwame A-Plus ense mo de to ye se wanim abra na omo show ni so.
There's some who say that you are an independent member of parliament only on paper, because 4 of you who are independent MPs have all decided to caucus with the majority. Are you really independent?
That's the law. If you don't have more than 7 members of parliament, you can decide to be independent, or you can decide to caucus with one of any of the caucuses in parliament. And so I don't know how we define independent. His Excellency the President is my friend. And he's a great guy, and I have to be part of ensuring that this time nobody is going to tell lies about John Mahama. When he built the new harbour, the Tema MPS place, it's a whole new harbour. We have not been able to tell Ghanaians that John Mahama built a new harbour, and so I'm part of the majority, and I am independent minded. I'm not a member of the NDC. I'm not a card-bearing member of the NDC. I am an independent-minded person. I don't know if I'll ever have a party card. I want to be free to say what I want to say and do what I want to say, do what I want to do. Political parties put you in a certain box, and it makes it difficult for you to operate. I don't want to be in that corner.
Okay.
However, I'll do business with the majority, always.
Okay. There were reports that you were removed from the Majority Caucus's WhatsApp group because of your, issues with the AG, which was later denied. What's your relationship with the leadership in Parliament now, especially on the majority side?
I have a very special...
And even the AG?
I have a very special relationship with my majority leader. Before I even became a member of Parliament, we had a place that we meet at night to have our own conversation. He's a good friend. Most people don't know my relationship with Honorable Majority Leader. As for Honorable Dafiamapo is my brother. We have a very good, and my girlfriend is Doyo. In Parliament, I'm her parliamentary boyfriend. So the relationship between myself and the leadership, including Honorable Richard Champon, is a good. Kwame A-Plus is everybody's friend. Everybody. If you like, you can pick your phone and speak with Otunfo. And I say, oh, A-Plus, he's my grandson. Everybody speak to Chief Justice. Me, I'm everybody's friend, everybody's brother, everybody's. The only people who don't like me are witches and wizards. You understand? They are the only people who don't like me. Everybody likes Kwame A-Plus. If you ask me about the AG, I think that it was an unfortunate issue that happened. I have decided personally, as a person, I've decided to leave a certain part of me behind. There's just too much work ahead. It is not because we cannot fight, but I have decided that from a certain point in my life, I don't want to go back. I don't want to be 60 before I start saying sorry to people. At this point, I have to move forward, focus, and do what I want to do for my people. And I don't want anything that affects His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's presidency in any way. The AG, he knows me. If I am the same Kwame A-Plus, me, I don't do crime. I don't fear anybody. Me, you go and look in every book in Ghana, you won't find one crime against Kwame. Anything you hear people say is because they just want to come up with stories. I don't do crime. If I AG, I don't fear. You can't do anything because I do not engage in crime. And I'm thankful to the leadership of Parliament, NDC. Unlike previously, when we were fighting with the government and the whole government machinery comes after you, with the NDC, the leadership made sure that issue was sorted, was solved instantly. And so I think that they have shown me so much respect, so much love, and I've also decided to reciprocate that. So yes, that
did
issue
you apologize to the AG?
I issued an apology.
Okay, personally to him.
It doesn't. No, the AG didn't treat me right. However, I just want to leave that matter. Me, Lucy, let me tell you one thing about myself. When you start telling people, oh, I apologize, I did this, then they think that, oh, this guy is weak. Me, I can end anybody's career. Me, I don't engage in crime. If you make a mistake, I'll end your career. Like simple and straight.
When you say you
like
end
the kind of things I will do, the kind of things I will do with you, the people who are working with you will just say, you know what, we don't want this issue. Just sit aside. I will end your career. Like straightforward and simple.
Why do you take pride in saying that?
Yes, because people always want to treat people bad and they enjoy it.
Are you a bully?
No,
because if your response to when people come after you, quote unquote, is that I will end your career, that's bullying. Okay,
so you yourself, you want to bully me. Because when I was telling you about the kind of person that I've become and the kind of things I didn't want to do, you are not interested. But when I said I'll end people's career, maybe the people they have some relationship with you, and so all of a sudden you have taken interest in that. But it's not a problem. You are bullying me. You want to bully me.
I am not a bully.
I'm telling you that in Ghana we enjoy stepping on people's toes. And when they don't say anything, so this guy is a good guy, you can cheat him. We are going to do business with the A+. The business has not even started. Hey, this guy, you have to be careful. You want to cheat me. Why do you want to be careful? We have not started the business, you want to be careful. About what? If you do the business, this is yours, this is mine, and everybody goes home. We will be careful. So people love to treat people badly and go and get away with it. And immediately you start standing up to them, they think that you are a bully, they think you are disrespectful, they don't know the difference between arrogance and confidence. I just don't care. What I'm saying is that I have made a personal decision a personal decision to just ignore. But that does not mean that you take advantage of that. If you take advantage of that, even God, some people ate his apple. One apple, 2,000 years, he's still angry up to today. Tomorrow he'll bring fire, Sodom and Gomorrah burn. He'll go and bring rain. One apple, God has not gotten over one apple 2,000 years the last time. Because people ate his one apple the last time, he brought tsunami, India Ocean. Plenty people died. A Turkey earthquake. May his soul rest in peace. Achu died. One apple. One. And me as a human being, so when you are coming to step on my toe, I may decide to ignore. But know that, like God, I can get angry.
I see.
All right, indeed. Kwame A-Plus in some or the Kogu MPP abaya twam so we GHOne television eno na oni hu ye no yedam se any update bia na se ne ebesi wo eye asem we hu bia no e hye mo bose ye de bebrem.